welcome back to my channel. So you probably read the title of this video and thought to yourself, what did you add to your cookies? But hear me out. So earlier this year, I found out that it was a thing to add soy sauce to your vanilla ice cream. So I did it, I tried it, and honestly, I absolutely loved it. Adding soy sauce to your vanilla ice cream gives you this yummy, dark, and rich caramel-like flavor. So if you've never tried it, I highly recommend that you do. So I decided to take that concept and add it to some chocolate chip cookies. Let me tell you, if you like brown butter chocolate chip cookies, you are going to absolutely love adding soy sauce to your chocolate chip cookies. And plus, it's actually easier to add soy sauce into your cookies than standing there and browning butter. But the soy sauce gives your cookies the same rich and dark caramel-like flavor that you are going to love. If you're new to my channel, just a quick intro. Hi and welcome. My name's Nicole and I'm just a gal that loves food. I love baking, I love cooking, and I love sharing my recipes with you guys. I post weekly on YouTube, typically every Saturday. So if you love food and you love watching recipe videos, definitely subscribe to my channel. Okay, I cannot wait to get into this recipe to show you guys why you should be adding soy sauce to your cookies. But I also added sesame seeds and coconut into these cookies just for that little extra crunch that you might like. But also feel free to leave those out if you don't like any of that stuff, and you can just go with regular chocolate chip cookies. Alright everybody, as usual, before we get started, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more recipe videos from me, subscribe to my channel. Also make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss any of my upcoming videos. Let's get started. Alright friends, we are going to start this recipe off with half a cup of melted butter and make sure that it's cooled down to room temperature. If it's a little warm, let it sit out for a couple more minutes. Then we are going to add in half a cup of white granulated sugar, followed by half a cup of brown sugar, and make sure that it's packed right in your measuring cup. Next, we are going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then right after this is where the recipe gets fun, you guys. So right now we are going to add in 1 teaspoon of soy sauce. You can use light, dark, or whatever soy sauce you'd like. In this recipe, I am using dark. And as you can see, I put a little bit over a teaspoon, but that's okay. And then lastly, in our wet mixture, we're gonna add in 1 egg. And then using a spatula or a hand mixer if you choose to, we're just gonna mix all the ingredients together until all the sugar has dissolved and all the egg has been mixed in. Once the ingredients have been mixed in, your mixture should look something like this. It should be a little on the thicker side. If it's runny, that means your butter was not cooled to room temperature, or you use something like margarine instead of real butter. Now set this off to the side and it's time to work on our dry ingredients. So today we're going to use 1 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour, and to that we're going to add in half a teaspoon of baking soda. So just mix that right in, and you'll notice that we're not adding any additional salt to the recipe because soy sauce is actually already very salty. So once that is done, we are just going to pour the dry ingredients directly into our wet mixture and start folding them together until they form a cookie dough. Just as a side note, while we are mixing the cookie dough, if you enjoy my content, please remember to like this video, or if you haven't already and you'd like to see more recipes from me, or you'd like to suggest more recipes for future videos, subscribe to my channel. It'll definitely help me out, and I really appreciate all the love and support that you guys have been showing me. Okay, now jumping back into the recipe. So once mixed, our cookie dough should look something like this, super Play-Doh-like and firm. And now we are gonna add in the mix-ins. So today I'm gonna add in 1/3 cup of sweetened shredded coconut and also 1 cup of chocolate chunks. And if you've watched any of my cookie videos before, you know that I always leave a handful aside just for the end. Then we are going to add in 3 tablespoons of sesame seed. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, if you don't like coconut or sesame seeds, feel free to leave those out. And then using my spatula, I'm just gonna slowly fold the mix-in together with the cookie dough. Once our cookie dough is done, it's time to roll them into our cookie dough balls. And today I'm going to be using my medium ice cream scoop to scoop out the dough balls, so it should be around this size right here. And I'm just going to repeat this process for all of the dough. Once we've scooped out the remaining dough, it is time to add in those chocolate chunks that we set aside earlier and place them on parts of our cookie dough that you don't see much chocolate. Now we are going to place our beautiful cookies into the fridge and let them chill while we preheat the oven to 350 Fahrenheit. Once our oven is done preheating, I'm just going to prep my baking tray with a silicone baking mat. You can also use parchment paper, and I'm going to bake 6 cookies at a time on the middle rack. So we are going to pop these babies into the oven at 350 Fahrenheit, and we're going to bake for 8 to 10 minutes. And then out of the oven, we are going to cool the cookies for about 10 minutes, and now it is time to enjoy. Can we just talk about how beautiful this cookie looks and how the chocolate is just glistening? And if you've ever watched any of my cookie recipes before, you know that a cookie break is coming. Look at how amazing. You guys really have to trust me when I say at least once you have to try adding soy sauce to your cookie dough because it's really a game changer. It gives you the most amazing flavor. Alright friends, that is it for today's video. I really hope that I convinced you to try and put soy sauce into your chocolate chip cookies because I promise you it is a game changer, especially if you really like that dark and nutty caramel-like flavor. You are going to absolutely love this. And of course, if you end up recreating this recipe, make sure to tag me on my Instagram at Nicole Charmaine or on my TikTok at Nicole.Charmaine. I love seeing your recreations and sharing them on my page. Alright guys, before I let you go, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss any of my upcoming videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.